Hi everyone, and welcome back again with a new video on my YouTube channel. In this video I will try to show you how we can install and configure the Bind DNS 9 over Oracle Linux 9. Those configuration will work also fine over Red Hat Linux 9 and also as well as Fedora and CentOS, because all those operating systems are the same family. So now before I get started, I will just show you the documentation. As you can see here, I have pushed those changes to my GitHub repo repository, which is called sysadmin. You can find it under Linux contents and then bind_DNS_server. And you can see here also all the information that you need and also the cheat sheet for all the comments that I will use during my video tutorial here, and also the lab environment. So I'm using here Oracle Linux 9. The DNS software is Bind9, and here also the subnet that I'm using over my VMware workstation. I'm using here also the NAT network on my VM, and the Windows server also here just to test the DNS server and the services if it's work fine, and how we can also add this server to the DNS record and try to query it back again and fetch the information of this server name and the IP from the DNS as well. So that's it. So let's move to the technical side. Before I move to the technical side, please give me a star for my sysadmin if you can, or if you have an account. That will help me to improve more. Thank you. And now let's jump into the technical side. Now I am over the Oracle Linux server. This server we prepare it to be as a DNS server. First of all, I need just to switch to be root. Yep, like this. Now I'm root user. So the first thing we need to check the host name here. -s, this one to check the server name, and -d, check the domain is lab.com. The FQDN, the full qualified name, the full qualified domain name is dnsserver.lab.com. Okay, we have another command also if you want, hostname ctl, to give us more information about this server. You can see here that the full qualified name is dnsserver.lab.com. That's it. So let me just clear the screen. The second thing, we need to check the network. We need to make sure that we have a static IP set to this server. We can see here that the IP address here is manual, and also we can see those the IP address, the subnet mask, and the gateway, the DNS, everything is manual. Check the details here. We can see here everything is fine. We can see the profile name or the identity name is ENS 160. So this is the interface name. So let's check it from here. IBF config ENS 160. So let's see. Yeah, we have this, the IP address. So that means everything is okay. We can right now move to the installation of the Bind DNS service. To install the Bind packages, we can use this command, dnf space install space -y space bind space bind-chroot. The bind-chroot, this one to make a jailed environment for the bind, and this is to secure the bind service. So if there is any compromise, it will be in jailed environment, so we cannot access the server and compromise the server if this server attacked by a hacker. So let's install. We can see here that the bind is installed and finished and completed successfully. Now let me just clear the screen. Now we need to stop named, and let's also check status. When you check the status of named, we can see here it's the active is inactive and dead. Now we need to systemctl disable named. We need to disable the named. Nice. So once we disable the named, now we need to start configure the named.config or .conf. We can find it in the etc/etc. Let me just ls and make sure that we have name.star. Let's see, we have all those files. We need to configure this one, but before we start configure the named service using the editing this file. By editing this file, we can add the configuration to the named service, but we need to take a backup first. So export this variable. It will hold the timestamp of current date. Once I execute this one, I will use it just to put it here. Once I do cp -p, and then I will just hit like this, -p, to preserve the ownership. So let me just show you what I mean by ownership, like this. So once I back up this file, we can see that we have the same permission, the same or identical ownership for the backup file. That's it. So now let's edit this file to configure the bind or named service. So to edit the named.conf, we can use vim editor. Inside it, we have two locations. We need to edit them. The first one is listen on. We need to add the static IP that we have for this server. So press I and then 10.10.2.134. And don't forget the semicolon. This one is important. If you not put this one, it will throw the error once you check and validate this configuration file. The second location is allow query. This location, this one, you will tell the DNS server or the named service allow query within this network. So I will do a wildcard. I will do like this 10.10.2.0/24. That means any IP address belong to this network with this subnet mask, allow it to query this DNS and try to be able to reach the records and fetch the records from this DNS server. So let's save, then escape X to save and exit. That's it. Now we need to add a zone, create zones. To create zones, we have here another file. We need to back a bit before we edit this file. ls-named and .star, like this. This file is named.rfc1912.zones. We need to take a backup of this file. Okay, let's do it right now. cp and then the same. Let's check again. Let's see. Yeah, we can see here that we have a backup of this file before we edit this file. To change this file, we will use vim editor, then escape shift G to go to the end of the file, then press O to create a new line with insert mode. Let me just illustrate for you what this means. The forward zone here, I named the zone with the same as the domain name belong to this server, lab.com, and we can see here that this is the important one, file, then the lab.com.zone. This file will be created later on in the var/named/, and we will create this file there. The backward zone, this one is belong to the network. So once you query the IP address, it will back again with you with the name of that belong to that IP address. Again, this file is important. We will create in the /var/named directory. So those files are important and you need to focus on them. Later on we will use them. So what's the difference between forward zone and backward zone? Forward zone is used to once you put the name of the server or the name with the domain, the name of the server with the domain, it will fetch back to you the or respond back to you with the IP address. Here the opposite, if we put the IP address, will bring back for us the name of the server with the domain name. So that's it in short. So let me just save, exit and save. Now we need to move to cd/var named. Here we will create the zones, the forward zone and backward zone inside this directory. Let's start with the forward zone. Let me run this command cp minus p named.lookup. Then we will create lab.com.zone. Then hit enter. Let's do ls-l. We can see here that this file is created and we have the same ownership of those files. This is keep the ownership and the permissions identical to the original files, because it's risky if you forget to make it, let's say it's writable, so anyone else can write on this file, and it will ruin also your work later on if you are on production environment. Okay, so now we need to edit this file. So to edit this file, we have vim, we'll use vim, then lab.com.zone. Let's hit enter. Let me delete everything here. I will add something is already, I have it. I press I for insert mode and then paste. We can see here it's the same of the last one, but I add the lab.com and then root.lab.com. And here I keep this one. By the way, this is default. I didn't change it. Here in the NS with the localhost and localhost. If you query localhost, it will bring for you back the A record, which is the IP version 4 127.0.0.1. the DNS SRV the same as the previous one, A, and then it will bring back for you the IP address of this server, which is the 10.10.2.134. So that's it. Let's save. Now we need to create the backward or reverse zone. Let us copy the CP with also the same with preserve name.localhost, and then I will name it the same as we put it in the zones file. So it will be here like this. Then hit enter, then ls-l to make sure that we have it here. Let's edit this file, vim 2, and hit enter. Again, let's delete everything. I press DDD like this. Then I will hit I to enable the insert mode. Let's use this one. Yeah, as you can see here, the same. I put lab.com and then root.lab.com and then add the dot here. Here I keep it the same default. Here will be the opposite. I am putting here the last portion of the IP address 134, and then here I put in PTR, that's mean pointer to dnsserver.lab.com. So once I query this IP address, which is end 134, it will point me to dnsserver.lab.com. Okay, later on I will try to show you and demonstrate for you what this means. So let's save and exit. Now we need to validate the configuration. named-conf checkconf. This will check the named.conf. If there is any error or something, it will throw error. If it's not, it will, yeah, we can see here that we have missing something. So let's vim online vim etc named.conf. So let's see, yeah, you see here I forget to put semicolon space, and let's exit and save, and then let's run it again. Yeah, now it's clean, there is no error. So this is an example how you can troubleshoot the configuration file if you have, or if you are missing something and then you cannot find it. You can run this command to troubleshoot and validate the configuration file. Now we have the another command, which is named-check zone. Now we'll check the forward zone. We can see here everything is okay. Let's check right now the backward zone or reverse zone. Yeah, and also the same, it's okay and everything is fine. So now we finished the validation. Now we come to enable the chroot jailed environment. Let's check the chroot if it's enabled. We can see here that there is nothing mounted, so we need to enable it. To enable the named chroot, we need to use this command /usr/lib/setup-named-chroot.sh/var/named/chroot then put on. Okay, hit enter. You can see this error throw. That means this directory is not exist. So what we can do, Control C, and then make dir for this one, hit enter, and then enable it again. We can see right now it's enabled. Let's check the mount again. Let me just make it like this to be able to see everything. So we can see here that the mount and the chroot named chroot is right now mounted, and now we need to start the named chroot service. Now let us check just the status. Let's see. We can see it's inactive. That means it's not working. So let's first systemctl start named-chroot. Let's check the status. We can see the status is right now working fine, active and running. Let's enable this service, systemctl enable named-chroot. Now we enabled it. So because I see it's disabled, now should be enabled. Let's check the status again. It's right now enabled. Nice. Everything is okay right now. Once we finish the starting the named-chroot, now we need to allow the DNS through the firewall. First, we need to check the port if it's listening by using ss-anl. Then we will grab the port is 53. We can see the port is listening on localhost and also the IP address under UDP and TCP. So we need to allow both of them over the DNS. Over the firewall. To allow both ports over TCP and UDP, 53 over TCP and 53 over UDP, we need to write this command for firewall cmd -add port equal 53 over TCP, and then -add port equal 53 over UDP, then --permanent. That means if I reboot the operating system, it will keep those port opened, and then now we need to list the ports. We can see here there is nothing appear, so we need to reload. So to reload, we can write firewall -cmd -reload. Let's check the ports again. We can see both of them are right now opened, and we can reach the DNS from outside. Now let's put the DNS in action and let's see. So before we start nslookup and everything, we need just to edit the vim etc resolve.conf. We need to add here name server, then 10.10.2134. This is the DNS server. Now we can use this command nslookup. Okay, the dnsserv.lab.com like this, and we can see that we are able to reach. And let's do without the fqdn. We are able also. Let's put the reverse DNS. Once I put 1.2.1.3.4, it should tell me what is the DNS name belong to this IP address. We can see it's dnsserv.lab.com. That's fine. Now we can confirm that the DNS is working fine and everything is okay. Now let us try to reach the DNS from this Windows server. So let me just first check if we have the DNS. Yeah, we can see here that the DNS is 10.10.2.134 added. And also in advanced, come to the DNS, also add lab.com here to append as a suffix to the name. I will show you what I mean by this. Then hit OK and then close this one. Let's come here, nslookup, then put DNS srv and hit enter. We can see here it's work fine. Or with fqdn lab.com, we also find it's work fine. Let's clear the CLS. Now from Windows we are able to reach the DNS server on Oracle Linux 9. So if we want to add this server to the DNS and create a record there for it, we will use the computer name, which is win-sqldb01, and then I will give this IP address to the DNS. So if I'm using nslookup, I will be able to reach it. So let's test now, and we'll see that we are not able to reach this name because it's not added to the DNS. Okay, so I will use win-sqldb01. We see that there is no any record available. 10.10.2.131. We can see here also there is no IP or name belong to this IP on the server. So let's jump to the Oracle Linux and add this record to the DNS. Here I am over Oracle Linux. Now we will add the record for the Windows Server 22 to be able to reach it through the DNS using the bind server. Let's do the VM var named. Then we'll start with forward DNS here, and then I will hit O to insert a new line, and then I will use win-sqldb01, then put N, then the record will be A, and then I will put the IP address, which is 2131. Okay, then escape, then X to save and exit. Now we will do the same but with the reverse DNS like this, and then hit enter, and then press O to insert mode with new line, and then the last portion of the IP address will be 313, and then tab, then we'll put N capital, then PTR, which is pointer to the name, which is win-sqldb01.lab.com, then dot, and that's it. Let's exit, save and exit with using escape, then :X, and that's it. Now we need to systemctl restart named-chroot. Nice, everything is okay. Now we need to move to the Windows server to test it there. Now I'm over Windows. Now let's check again with the previous commands. Let's see. Yeah, we can see here that I'm able to now find the using nslookup, I can find this name, and the domain belong to it, the IP address which is belong to this name. Let's do the reverse DNS, which is this one. Using the IP address, again I am able to get the result back from the DNS server. So that means the DNS is right now working fine and everything is okay. So to stop and start the DNS server, we have a couple of steps. I would like just to show you how we can do this in proper way. So the first one, we need to stop the named-chroot. You can see that it's inactive and dead. Let me clear. Let's check the jailed environment. chroot is still running, so we need to stop it. So this is the command to turn it off. which is /usr/libxx setup-named-chroot.sh. Then we will go to the var named-chroot and then we'll turn it off. Hit enter. Now let's check the mount again. We see still the mount. Yeah, now it's off. Now it's off. So we can see here there is no mount. I run it again just to confirm that it's maybe there is issue, but this command will stop it. Now let me clear the screen. So to start it back again, we have the same sequence which we ended. Now we need to start or enable the jailed environment, which is setup-named-chroot.sh, and then we will put, instead of off, I will put on. And then let's check the mount. We can see the mount is right now running, so we can right now start the service, which is systemctl start named-chroot, and then hit enter. Now let's do the same and check the status. Hit enter and we can see it's running right now fine. Then let me clear and test if we are able to nslookup. Then 10.10.2.131. Yeah, we can see that we are able to reach the DNS and everything is fine. So that's it for the DNS installation and configuration. I hope this video be informative for you, and thank you for watching. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.